most people in this room will be very, very well accustomed with the model that you can see right here. And the reason for that is that this started in Oracle in Silicon Valley in 2008. And it was further accelerated by the book by Aaron Ross in 2011 called Predictable Revenue. That model showed a way to scale your business like never before in terms of how it was measured. And that became the tools in terms of the measurement, and then that then curbed the behaviors. And we're going to go into that in a lot more detail here.
So just looking at this diagram here, Adam, what we effectively have in that model is SDRs and marketers really spraying the market, like quite a large market, really trying to find kind of that needle in the haystack that would be willing to take a meeting with sales. Is that the approach that we're using?
Yeah, that's exactly right, George. And because that net is cast so wide, in order for marketing to hit their targets in terms of MQL and volume, when it gets across to sales in most cases, and I can say this hand on heart, me and my teams would probably ignore when you guys would send us some of that information because we knew that it was completely ineffective, which is not the best model for anyone, as I'm sure that you're smiling in response to that real life story.
That hurts. And I'm sure a lot of our audience can probably empathize with that. And it leads to a breakdown between marketing and sales. But Adam, it's not just about resulting in a breakdown of marketing and sales. It's actually a really inefficient way for the business to go to market as well. Is that right? Because we're incentivizing the wrong actions.
Yeah, correct, George. So if you think about it from the sales side, what I'd then be asking my business development team to do, because of also how we were measured, obviously to set the meetings, and then how many of those meetings would obviously go to opportunity and how many of those would go to deal one. Now, what that does is actually set the wrong type of behaviors because they're not gathering the information to find out from the market, is this the right fit? Because they're solely measured on selling the meeting to get their little incentivization in terms of their $500 cost in most cases.
And that's why it makes it so hard, I think, from the marketing side, Adam, for us to actually say, let's segment the market, let's have a narrower focus because we're being measured on those number of meetings that are being booked. And so to do that, we have to go really wide because we're trying to reach so many people, because we're trying to find, again, that needle in the haystack that will take that meeting with us. So this model itself is actually preventing us as marketers from segmenting properly and then from aligning with sales properly.
Yeah, that's completely right. And what you'll see here today is not only the downstream repercussions of this model is a higher operating cost because you'll need more bums in seat to operate. We can show that there's a far better way if you can be aligned or being aligned to segment the market.